Hi guys, it's Rick Péwé here for gone-gpn, along with my partner in crime, Chris Collard.
Hey guys.
There he is. You've probably known us for a few of our expeditions around the world, sometimes together, sometimes apart. We got a special thing today. Yeah, shenanigans is the right word. We have a special one today. Since Chris lives in Northern California and I live in Arizona, we're doing this virtual Facebook Live deal so that I can see something that he's been waiting to show me for, well, at least a couple of years.
Couple of years, yeah. It's my old Willys CJ3A, and just heading down. It's been sitting under a tarp, poor thing, for a couple of years since I bought it. The lower 40 of my property. So we're heading down. It's been getting warm, and today's actually kind of cloudy and rainy, but it's time to start cleaning it up, figure out what I'm going to do with it as far as a project, and you're going to get to witness the unveiling after way too long under a tarp.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've been wanting to get up there and see it in person, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So, figure this is the next best thing.
Yeah, it's an interesting time that we're living in, but that's what it is. So I'm going to jump out, trade camera positions, grab my coffee. Yeah. All right.
So this is like virtual GPing then, right?
This is like super virtual. So got Susie, my lovely wife, is running camera today. So this is it. This is the beauty. And I'm feeling horrible that it's been sitting under. I've neglected it sitting underneath this tarp for a couple of years. I did change the tarp a couple of times.
It looks great if you ask me.
You know what? I love it.
Cleaner than a lot of mine.
The hospital roll, Rick.
Oh yeah,
want to share the hospital roll?
Yeah, hospital game. We'll get into that maybe on another episode of the Rick and Chris show here.
All right.
GPing.
So yeah, it's a 52, and I bought it from a friend of mine that had cancer and was struggling, and he called me and said, "Hey, Chris, I'm not going to be able to finish this project. Are you interested in buying it?" And I was like, "Wow, his name's Ron," and I'm like, "Well, I'd be honored." So that was 2 years ago, and I brought it home, and I told him, I said, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to it, but I'm going to get to it. So.
Well, that's the thing about an old Jeep. They're not like a horse where you got to keep feeding them and doing vet bills and everything.
Yeah.
You put a tarp on them.
It's probably not the first Willys that sat under a tarp for a couple of years. Probably a lot of them don't even get the tarp.
But is that your first Willys?
It actually is. It's one of these things. When he called me, I'd actually been looking, and just browsing Craigslist and eBay, and it's my first one. So I actually always kind of wanted a Willys. Actually, I always wanted a Willys. I just didn't, the opportunity.
You're gone, Chris.
So I'm gone.
There you are.
Okay. That camera grip coming around on us.
Yeah, you
all right, here we go.
Away. Let's see what's underneath.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a shot. You have
like that?
You have an Arctic cab hardtop with K-line fabric doors.
You like that?
With the original 3A windshield. That doesn't go to that top.
You're right. It doesn't. That's the original Arctic top, which is, I guess, pretty rare, but it actually had a completely vertical windshield. It's like,
It simply replaces the one that you have there and bolts flat to the dash.
Right.
Wow, I have never seen that combination. I've seen a million Jeeps.
Yeah, it's a little funky. I think that I'm going to end up just with a regular soft top.
Well,
and I'm not sure what I'll do with the Arctic top, but
I think I have a spare front windshield for it.
For the Arctic top?
Yes.
No, well, of course you do, Rick. Of course you have one.
Yeah.
What
we'll have one of our sessions. I'll take you to see some of my stuff in the backyard.
We definitely need. Maybe that's a whole nother episode, another grand tour through Rick Péwé's backyard.
Yep.
The archives.
Well, have you ever been to my house? No.
Not your house in Arizona. Wait a minute.
Neither.
Let's see. What kind of friend am I?
So, like I say, Chris and I have been four-wheeling together forever. We're both in the off-road motorsports Hall of Fame, and have known each other for a zillion years. Done Rubicon and everything else, but yeah, never been to your place and never been to mine.
Yeah.
We've got a question. Andy Lilienthal with Warren Industries would like to know what makes an Arctic top an Arctic top.
Good question for Rick.
Yeah, Andy, basically it's a hard top for Jeeps. They are generally aluminum.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Mine looks the same. You notice it has big, heavy corner pieces where your hand is. Is that right aluminum casting? Yeah, it looks virtually identical to mine. There was probably 5 different manufacturers. Your windows are different. I have.
Yeah, I was wondering about the windows, Rick.
It's a little odd. Yeah, they come with glass or plastic windows. Yours looks a little strange, but obviously it was used for Arctic climates because it was insulated. It was still lightweight enough. Mine, I have a complete one, and it has doors as well. Yours has vinyl doors off of a K-line soft top. That's just amazing. Let's look inside. Is there a tag?
Let's take a look inside. I'm sorry, a head on the top?
No, a tag, like manufacturer's
tag. No, I haven't seen one. It's got a plywood panel up top that Ron had put in. Just it's all kind of wanky together here. I mean, I know they're pretty rare, but it's like I actually, like I said, I'm a soft top kind of guy, so I'm looking forward to the open air. But this was I had trying to remember. I think I wanted to talk to Fred Williams 2 years ago, and like, tell me about this top, and he told me a little bit about them. But they used them up in the cold climates, or basically full weatherproofing.
I had one on my Jeep for quite a few years. I drove it from Arizona back to Ohio and then New York, and it was really handy because, of course, I slept in the Jeep.
Look around in the back.
Well, this the top is cool enough, but we're also forgetting about the Jeep. Wow, that rear window's a little different too. But like I said, there's about 5 different manufacturing companies that made them. I believe they're all virtually identical. Mine was Pentagon Manufacturing, and I've seen quite a few other ones too. That's neat.
So let's take a look inside.
Yeah,
you can see that it's
better.
Yeah, what do we got down here? I got mouse traps.
Okay, that's standard.
Yeah, just trying to
Wait a minute, how many shifters? You got an overdrive in it. Cool.
I do.
Yes, Warren overdrive. I'll bet you. Back when Warren still made them.
That's exactly what it is.
You know about those. Okay, there's the factory data plate on the dash.
Yeah.
That's a little different. Oh, this is too cool. I want to try and get closer and look at it. It doesn't work that way with the.
No. Just give me some direction if you want to see something. Yeah. Anyway, it's got some aftermarket gauges.
Right. Well, for those people that don't know, it's a CJ3A. It's the third in the series of the civilian Jeeps made after the war. They were made from 49 to 53. There was like 130,000 some of that style of Jeeps made. So it's not like the rarest, but it's less than the CJ2As because they had a lot more. What is that on the dash? Oh, it's an LED.
A little Magna light.
Cool. Well, that's interesting too. That center cutout that the Magna light's on it, is that bolted shut from the outside? Let's take a look at that center part of the windshield.
Oh, yeah. Center part of the windshield.
Yeah, from the outside.
All right.
Aha. Okay. So you see how this is bolted on?
Right.
The center panel. That shows that it's off of a military M38 Jeep, which is basically a clone of a CJ3A. And they had that same ventilating, except this one was bolted on. So that's a military windshield. Unless it's been converted, of course.
Right.
The true civilian one had a lever you could open it with.
Got it. So these windshields a little bit tougher to find?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Wow, look at the size of those hood blocks, too. Of course, you don't need hood blocks on the hood because the windshield isn't going to come down.
Right.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
Those are actually really nice, too. Can we see the inside door handle?
Yeah. Oh, this poor thing. You want to see the inside door handle?
Yeah, the one on your left. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that's a regular K-Line. So K-Line was a manufacturer of soft tops and products for many, many, many years out of Colorado. And now you only have best top.
Oh, a lot of cobwebs in here.
Yeah, but you fit. I
do. And I actually, I know that I did have headroom. Of course, getting in and out is a little, little tight. I'm 6 foot tall, but you got
also
room.
have an aftermarket steering wheel, so.
I do, and the seats. The seats these are actually heated seats. They put them in. I don't know what they're out of, like a Mazda or something, but they're.
What, do you think you live in the Arctic?
Hey, it might be a rig for a trip up to the Arctic, Rick.
I'll put my hardtop on mine. Let's have a caravan.
Oh yeah, just all kinds of little things that he bolted on. But my goal, I really want to kind of take it, strip it down. Figuring out what's here. I mean, it ran when I drove it over, but
so you did drive it?
Yeah. So the
it runs and drives, and it's fine.
It does. The overdrive was popping out under load, like going up the hill. I'm sorry, the overdrive was popping out. So I'm hoping that was just a linkage issue.
It's usually linkage or synchro rings. They're not that tough to rebuild. Herm, the overdrive guy, is the master of all foreign overdrives. You can find him on the web.
Good advice.
We got a couple more questions. Stuart Bourdon, good buddy of all of ours. He and Liam are kind of curious as to what the future plans are for this rig, and Mike Harrington would like to see the trailer that's on behind this. So
the trailer, so let me tackle the first one. So the plans are, we were just actually getting to that. I want to strip it down and make sure it's mechanically sound. I'm a little bit different than Rick. Rick loves to fix things on the trail, and I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to. I'm like, I can fix things, but I'd rather just have it keep running. So anyway, I kind of want to clean up the electrical. I'm gonna open the hood. I'm sure it's scary, but clean up the electrical. Kind of go through all the systems. Get to where I feel that it's good for driving on the road and it's not popping out when I put the overdrive in. It actually ran really good when I bought it, and it's got plenty of power. It's got the Buick V6, aluminum block V6 in it, so there's no issue there. And pretty much clean it up and then get it out on the trail and just enjoy it. I want to join Rick and a crew for the Willys Drive in Moab next year. So that kind of wraps it up. Take the Arctic top off and get a soft top and just maybe personalize it a little bit. Get rid of this UPS brown color. I don't know. I used to work for UPS. I can't handle that.
So what about the trailer?
Okay. Let's jump out and look at the trailer.
Hey, Chris, you can always, work on it this summer and join us for Fall Color Tour in Colorado. At least you'll be a warm person on that trip.
Exactly. That'd be awesome. So the trailer obviously came with it, and it's a Johns, a 1966. And from what I've read, is that it was Vietnam era Jeep trailer or military trailer. I don't know the history of the unit itself, where if it served or if it was always a civilian, stateside. But it's pretty solid. It's not bad. It's got a little bit of rust inside right now. It's being used for storage for straw mesh for my shop pad here. But yeah, it's got all the attachment points and Pentel hitch, and kind of got a wanky hitch assembly on the back of the Jeep. But yeah, coming around, it's got a ton of room. I'm not sure how much I'd use it on the trail, but I've actually, going back to that question, I think from Stuart on plans for the Jeep, is that yeah, you might let the cat out of the bag. So I mean, what is the Willys? But like the original Overlander, right? So my idea for this,
yeah,
right? My idea for this was actually, like I said, cleaning it up, getting it all mechanically sound, and then maybe getting one of the, what do they call the old canvas tents that, I'm trying to remember who made that, Rick, the canvas tent for the trailer,
like Strict or something. Yeah, there was actually a couple of manufacturers, and the trailer you have is commonly a Vietnam War era trailer. It's an M416. Right. It's different than the World War II and post-war trailers in the fact that you have those angular fenders.
Right, the fenders.
The early ones are round. Guys, that's the first one.
And this was unique to the Vietnam era, or the Johns.
Those also don't look like original fenders, but still they're nice. The other thing is the wheels. You notice the wheels with the little holes in them?
Yeah, right.
Those are off of the same wheel that's on an M151, which is, of course, the military mud. But still, those wheels do fit on a Jeep. It's same 5.5 bolt pattern, yeah.
Right, same bolt pattern.
Which is why it looks like you have one on your side of your Jeep. Same wheel, right?
Yeah, the spare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of the offset, it looks like they had to mount it backwards to make it even fit.
Right, and that's the offset for the trailer side. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, one for the trailer.
That's why I say it's the same for the trailer and the M151 mud.
All right.
But still, it's really fun to have a trailer like that. Okay.
Yeah. Come on in, camera woman. That's my lovely wife. Oh,
cool.
Yeah. So it does have, some rust underneath here. You can see up on the frame rails, and it's
mine rust.
Not a lot of it.
Mine
not a lot of it going all the way through.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about
that. Definitely looks like it's good, ready for service.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's pop the hood.
What's fun is with that pedal hook, you can pull it over rough trails, and it swivels, and if it's still set up the way it is.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't break anything. If you notice right there in the center, it has a giant spring on the end of the pintle.
Right.
Oh, and you have the landing leg too. That's kind of rare. Those are usually missing.
Like that. Yeah. Got the trailer brake.
Yep, that's a nice trailer too.
So got the third leg stand up underneath here. Yeah.
Cool. Now it looks like you have a tailgate on your Jeep, of course, but also some sort of a jerry can rack.
Yeah.
So you have two spare tires.
Yeah, I got spare for the Jeep, one for the trailer, and I had just a whole bunch of jerry cans that came with it, and also metal doors. Some of the old metal doors that are laying in the back here.
Which may be the proper doors for that hardtop.
Yeah, for the Arctic top, exactly.
Yeah.
And they have glass windows on them.
Right, then they slide? It's been a while.
Do they slide? That's I don't recall. Yeah. So, the rack, this is, you can look at it. It's pretty much a homemade job. So, it's another project. It's functional, but I would probably take the liberty to do some other stuff with it. Change a little bit. It's, it's all mounted off of the hitch, which is okay. So.
At least it's strong.
But this,
how about under the hood?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, well, I'm going to look under the hood. That's what I'm a little nervous about.
Excited.
You're excited. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I closed my door. I think I grew up in a barn. All right.
Mice are going to get in.
All right. You ready?
It has a chrome grill. That's something already.
It does. creaky. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if we get in here kind of close and look at it, oh my goodness, there's like all kinds of, I'm going to walk around the other side, get to it. I just saw a serious stash of acorns in the back.
Oh, yeah, squirrels and rats have been in there.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. Probably been chewing on my electrical.
So the hot tip to keep them out is to keep the hood open.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It brings a host of other problems.
Access so the birds can get to the squirrels. They won't be hanging out up there.
Yeah, they're not.
So it ran. It ran when I brought it in. I'm looking for like chewed up wires and other things that might be a problem. The other thing is that I don't think I mentioned it, but when I tried to move it from its original parking spot, the clutch didn't work. So I ended up just taking off in first gear, starting in gear and finally getting to where it is right now. And then I just shut her down and pulled it out of gear.
So it's got the stock T90 3-speed transmission?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 on the floor. And I think it's a Model 18 transfer case.
That's what it should have. Yeah. That's why you have the overdrive on the back of it.
Right.
So
right.
I noticed that it appears to be the later Delco distributor. Is it electronic ignition? I can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yep. That's the new one. Pretty sure. Yep. And all kinds of interesting wiring on this panel down here.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, I like the fuel filter.
You got that?
Yeah, that's great.
There's my acorn collection down there.
So let's look at that distributor. It's definitely an HEI, Delco HEI. But what we don't know is if it's a 225 original Buick or the 231 later one.
Yeah, so the 231 was like when GM bought the rights back, wasn't it?
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah. The original story is
in the 70s.
The Buick was developed. The Buick V6 was developed in the early 60s, which was basically a 300 with 2 cylinders cut off. And that gave it the odd fire running because it just took 2 cylinders off. So
right.
It was a little rough running for cars, which is why Jeep bought it. Nobody cared. It has about a 75-pound flywheel, and it's one of the better Jeep motors ever. But when Jeep discontinued it in 71, they stored the tooling, and eventually Buick bought it back and came out with a 231 odd fire, same thing. So that's why they had in 74, I think it was, that the distributor, the odd fire would fit on there, that HEI. And after that was 231 even fire. And of course, that's a different distributor. A lot of people try to put it in and it doesn't work right.
Doesn't work. Yeah, they messed with the crank and the cam and the distributor to get it to be an even fire, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same basic block. Still the same basic 3.8 Buick motor they use today. It's pretty incredible.
So I'm anxious I actually brought the keys down with me. I'm anxious to see if it's got any power in the battery and if it even turns over. Yeah, you ready for that?
Sure.
I don't know if I am. Hope the squirrels got out of there. They're going to be in trouble.
Oh, you'll blow them right out. That's not a problem.
I'm thinking they already vacated. All right. Anyway, it's just kind of an exciting day. We're all hunkering down in place and needing to do our social distancing. And this is like, all right.
Clutch doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. I'm just taking her out of gear.
Yeah, but you're pushing on it with your foot.
And I definitely don't want to accidentally start it in gear and have it run away because it goes down the hill. Camera person pan down the hill. Oh, yeah. Then we come back.
Oh, no, you don't want
that. No.
All right.
All right.
Fire.
Yep. Let's see if we got a little clutch here. I keep having the feeling I need to put my foot on the clutch, but that's not going to do anything. Hang on. Yeah, not going to get anything. Nothing.
Oh.
Serves me, of course. Come on, the poor little thing's been sitting here forever. But that just may be a whole nother conversation for another day.
Yeah, let's diagnose and fix it on Zoom. This is cool. I want to know about your clutch, though. You say it's not working, or let's look at the pedals.
Well,
Can we look at the pedals
it
first?
is. Yeah. Now let me just grab this camera and I'll come in here. But yeah, I mean we're running that on the pedal, but I just crawled underneath it.
Okay, there's one pedal.
And
you're right.
Yeah.
There's your other pedal. So is it still a mechanical linkage?
It is a mechanical linkage to, the slave cylinder. Yeah. So I'm going to crawl underneath.
Cool. Got a flashlight?
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm using an iPhone 11. It's got really good low light sensitivity. I'll try to not make everybody sick here. All right. So we got a little. We're going to roll into the front in a while. I'd like you to tell me what axle I've got in here.
Okay.
Okay, clutch linkage. There we go.
Yeah. I want to see the brakes too. Okay, there's your exterior.
There's my clutch linkage coming down.
Okay.
I'm down to my hydraulic slave cylinder. So.
Really? Sure, that's not the brakes master cylinder?
Yeah.
It's got two wires going to a switch on the front.
Darn good question. But this rod right here, Rick, this guy comes straight down under where it should be the clutch lever. The pedal got a mechanical arm, runs out to off a bell crank and to this slave cylinder, which if we get up here closer, you see that? I'm shooting blind here.
I'm trying to move myself around to see around the pipe. It doesn't work.
Well, you just guide me. Just tell me what you want me to do. Yeah.
Okay, where's the fork on the bell housing? Coming out of the bell housing.
And, this is. Sorry, folks, for all you viewers at home.
Yeah, see that cylinder there should be your brake master cylinder. Go to your right. Go to your right.
Oh, that's my left.
Oh, yeah, camera right. Inboard.
Camera right.
Yeah, I don't need your knuckles. Keep going. Okay, so that right there should be your brake master cylinder.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It's coming down the other side of the frame.
Right.
But, yep.
So the lever, your foot pedal goes to a lever for your clutch, and that goes to that crossbar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
And then from that crossbar, it goes back to
I can see something jammed up in there.
Oh, and maybe it's some squirrel nuts.
It is. Yeah, quite possibly.
I think you have regular mechanical linkage in there.
I do. Yep. Yeah. And it is, wow, what interesting.
It could be something as simple as just rust.
That's probably what it is.
Could be fine. Get some knock loose or something.
Oh, this is just interesting too. It's a whole nother.
Yep. Okay, you got the brake on the back of the transfer case. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. It looks like a 44 rear. It's probably a 25 front axle.
Make it a 25?
Yeah, and your brakes, it looks like they've been upgraded to 11-inch brakes as well.
Yeah, I think I recall him mentioning that. I'm going to crawl out from underneath here now. Oh. There is I got a whole box of paperwork that came with this thing.
Oh, I bet.
Actually, sun's coming out. It's nice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you were. I was talking about your bell housing there, where the clutch is.
Right.
One of my other Jeeps, Barney, tried to start it up, and all sorts of blue paper towels and everything came flying out. Yeah, all the squirrels and rats had taken them in there, and once that engine went over,
in the bell housing.
Yeah. There's little inspection holes. They thought it was a great house.
Was it like squirrel puree?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's look at your front axle.
Okay, let's look at the front axle. Coming around. Yep, I'm just going to sit on down here. Whoa! All right.
I don't have to get closer to the screen. Okay, so it looks like a regular 25, maybe a 27. Let's get a little closer. Keep going to the right, to the right, to the right. Okay, you've got Saginaw steering conversion on as well. So that's a real handy thing.
Yep.
That power steering at that. Wow.
It does have power steering.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it looks like everything was done pretty well too. A bigger radiator.
It does. Aluminum 4-core, I think.
I like your the bump stops. You got spacers to lower those down. That's pretty common.
Yeah.
But it looks like a pretty stock 25 front.
Okay. Good to know.
But with the good steering. So that's good too.
So tell me about things I should know about this axle as far as like trail worthiness and pushing it too hard.
What size tires?
Going to be fine? They're just like little 31-inch tires. I'm not going to put big tires on this thing. Actually, what I'd really like to do is make it go back to like put the military tires on it. And
you just treat it right and they'll be fine. Proper maintenance, it's no problem.
Right.
You're not 16, so you're not going to have that heavy foot syndrome. You're an experienced four-wheeler, so you know the difference.
I just had a Ned and I just had a new Jeep Gladiator Mojave out in the Nevada desert. So
that's a little different animal.
Sometimes I have a happy foot.
Yep, and that's the vehicle to use it on, not these.
No. This is just for slow tooling around. I'm crawling underneath. I want to look at that rear again. All right, talk to me, Goose.
Okay, go right. Yeah, that's just a regular Dana 44. Can't tell. I mean, there should be a tag on it somewhere that'll tell you the gear ratio. The factory ratio was 538.
Yeah, right, 538.
Put the overdrive on, it makes it totally straightable, and you can drive around with 538 and you don't tax anything out. You still have low gears for wheeling, so that's cool.
Yeah, it was funny because. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
Can you get in closer on that wheel? Or I'm sorry, the back of backing plate. Yeah, that one works too. Perfect. Okay. Those are self-adjusting regular 11-inch brakes. That's common. That's a good upgrade. I'm seeing a lot of grease, but it's been sitting a while too.
There's grease everywhere, oil everywhere. Like I said, it's a project that's just waiting to happen. You're talking about the overdrive, though. Ron told me that he's a funny guy. He's like, well, Chris, with that worn overdrive, this thing will do. I go down the road like 70 miles an hour, no problem.
Yeah.
I was like,
you can.
I got on it coming back, on the freeway, and I was doing about 60, and I'm like, yeah, it's, of course, I just jumped out of like my Dodge truck or modern vehicle, and so, you got to like make that a mental conversion back to driving something with an 80-inch wheelbase, and doesn't drive like a modern car. But overall, Rick, I'm just excited about it. I just super appreciate the all the information. I mean, you've been the Jeep guru, and I knew that if I got with you and and showed you a few pictures of it, you're like, yep, that's what that is.
Oh yeah, thanks. This is really cool. So how old are your tires?
These tires?
Yeah.
Is that what you asked me? How old are these tires?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just help the camera person out here. These tires are going away.
I don't even recognize what they are.
It is a Terramax, a Saloon Terramax. But they're not all this. There's a bonus though, because they're not all the same. I think I've got different tires on the other side. No, but I've got a set of KO2s that I'm going to put on it. Yeah, and some different wheels. I'd like to get something that's.
Hey, we got guess who we got a guy from Australia that says hi, Jason Locke. So hi, Jason.
Jason. Hey, wait a minute. We know Jason.
Exactly.
Last time we saw Jason was in Melbourne.
Yeah, right? Somewhere on the Australian continent last summer.
Yeah, that's when we were doing the BF Goodrich East-West Australia Jeep expedition.
That's right. And apparently Vaughn Becker is watching us, and Vaughn was one of the instigators of that whole event. So good to hear from you, Vaughn.
Yeah, awesome, Vaughn. Big thumbs up to all you guys over there, our Aussie blokes. I hope you guys are, holding out to these crazy times.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably something we ought to do is have you and I get together and talk about our Australian trip.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. In fact, we've been working on some of the video clips from that. Actually, I think episode 1 is almost done.
Awesome.
It was done, and we had to do a little bit of cleanup on it. And I think that will be at the film festival at Overland Expo. Whenever that happens.
Whenever that happens,
right? Exactly.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know what happened with our Australia trip, basically Chris and I and a good group of Australians crossed the continent through the middle of the Simpson Desert. It's a whole story to be told. So
it was an awesome story, and actually, it could be kind of cool, Rick, to bring maybe Vaughn in on that conversation too. Vaughn was kind of the instigator. He kind of was the brainchild of putting the thing together, and as far as getting Ben excited about it, and getting us into the project, and we should schedule that.
All right, let's think about that.
That would be awesome. Okay, so there was another question. What am I going to do? Whoa, am I going to leave it this poor thing sitting out here in the? Okay, we're going to move around here to the front. I'm going to close the hood because we are going to be getting a little bit more rain.
You said the sun just came out.
Well, yeah, but it's patchy clouds. It's like we're actually in 2 days we're supposed to get like over 2 inches of rain, which is crazy for I'm between Sacramento and Tahoe in the Sierra Nevada, about an hour and a half from the Rubicon. But like this time of year, it gets hot, so it's really weird weather. So if we pan around here behind the Willys, we've got this big old gravel. This is the man cave pad. I call it a building pad, but it's going to be the man cave pad. So I've got stakes over here to my right on the ground. These mark off corners of the building, and it is going to be a 36 by 40 enclosed with a 20-foot awning off the front. Yeah,
well, that's cool. All for your Jeep. That's impressive.
It's I don't know. The Dodge might get some love in there too, but 18-foot eaves, so I can build out like a 2-story interior corner for a machining room and storage and a lift. Because man, I'm tired of like wrenching on cars laid on my back in the driveway.
You're getting old.
Mike Harrington wants to know what color you're going to paint it, and we need to give a quick shout out to Doug Army, my buddy up there in the Midwest. Hope you're doing great, Doug. Stay safe, my friend. Going to miss seeing you at some of the events this fall.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's the deal with without these events, who can have just have an event like this. Everybody get on a Zoom, sitting in their Jeep.
I like it. We can go from Northern California
or something.
Colorado. We'll get Tracy on board on the screen, and you, Rick.
That's right. I'm sure Doug would do it.
I think that would be great. Great.
Yeah.
Question: what color am I going to paint it? Hey guys, throw some ideas out there. Chime in on Facebook, and I'll take a look at them.
Anything but brown.
Anything but brown.
Yeah. I go for olive drab myself.
I spent 17 years wearing brown. I left that 20 years ago, and bless Ron's heart, but I'm going to paint it a different color.
Yeah.
So throw some ideas out there. I'm not sure what color I want to paint it.
I'll keep the brown one. My 46 is brown, so I like that color on it.
It looks right. You didn't work for UPS, so
no, I
bad
didn't.
memories.
That's right. Yeah. There's traumatic occurrences.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. It'll come to me, though. It's usually how things work, though. It'll come to me in the middle of a wrenching project or middle of the night, and I'll be like, I think it'd look good as OD green.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and get some non-directionals like on your trailer.
We do have somebody that said camo.
Camo, all right.
Jason wants you to get your original flatty back out, Rick. Jack Barnum, our buddy from Vegas Valley Four Wheelers that we've roamed around with, he's saying
Hey, Jack.
All right, Jack. Cheers to you, man.
He says gray camo, LOL.
Yeah.
Gray camo.
Digital camo, that's it, yeah.
Ah, all right. How about sand? Little LRDG.
Sure.
Long range desert group. Ooh, have to put all the jerry cans across the front.
Yep. Been there, done that.
I know you have too, Rick. You know what? That's a whole nother thing we should zoom on.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, we got Dave Logan watching with us as well.
Dave Logan, boy, that's a good name. How are you, Dave? Thanks for tuning in.
Dave,
remember,
cheers, buddy.
On Jeep and all Jeep all the time, even though there's a Dodge in the background. It's related, right?
Hey, I love my Dodge.
Hey, I love my Dodge.
That was another score. Yeah, my Dodge.
Yeah, but that's for another channel.
It is. But it's going to be a great vehicle to, if I decide to tow my Willys out to Moab or something, and if I do the 3-day trip doing all back roads, or 4 days or 4 weeks, then I'll just drive the Jeep. But otherwise, I might tow it back. So
cool.
So that's kind of where I am with the Jeep, Rick.
Thanks. Yeah, that was an excellent tour.
Yeah, I'm going to have the camera person swing around here because I don't really need to be on the. No. Love this. How's that?
Who's buried under that pile of dirt?
You weren't supposed to see it. Nothing happening over here behind the pile of. Nothing happening. Keep your eyes on the Willys.
Yeah.
No, that's all part of the building project.
That's an awesome Jeep. That's really good.
I'm excited. So.
Yeah, I'm excited. I finally got to see it. Top and windshield combo is awesome. Yeah. It's like a Lund visor.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely been modified a little bit.
Oh yeah.
As everything. You can see there's like this kind of a foam pad under there. They tried to seal it off, and the sheet aluminum across the bottom.
Oh, I love old man modifications.
And tried to tie the canvas top in the best they could.
Yep.
But
that's too good.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have all this junk piled up in the back. But when you get in here, you can see they got my steel doors back in there.
Yes.
And a couple of original jerry cans.
Oh yeah.
Like those.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to show you my jerry can wall someday.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us. And thanks to all of you viewers for watching at us.
Hope everybody enjoyed that. I certainly did. Yeah.
So if everybody did, we're all good.
Good.
Thank you, Tracy, for putting this all together, because how we get all these wireless internet things going all together, it's pretty good.
Hey, for those of you guys out there watching it also, that's Tracy is that voice of God that we keep getting. She's the hot chick sitting on the Jeep on the side of your frame or on the top or the left.
No, actually, I have that hidden from everybody. So, I'm just the voice of God.
Yeah, that's it when you come in, because I can't see any of you. I'm on the other side of the camera. So anyway, awesome. Thanks, Tracy.
You did pretty good on that. Yes, thank you, Tracy, for getting that all set together. And
you betcha. Thank you guys for doing this. And, everybody's really loving this. If you guys like it, please let us know. If you're watching it on replay, please hit hashtag replay so we know that you're watching it later on. And let's plan to do something again. I'd really like to hear more about the East-West Australia trip. And I think
that'd be cool.
All right. Yeah, let's book that one.
Yeah, definitely. And if anybody has any other ideas, you want to talk about different size clutches on flat fenders, we can do a half hour on that if you want. Get really bored.
Might have another one. That was the 3 days I spent out with the Jeep Mojave, the new Gladiator Mojave. Years ago out in the Nevada desert. That was a lot of fun. Cool.
Yeah, so everybody, leave us some comments. Let us know what you'd like to see next, and if we can put it together from, one part of the country to the next part of the country, we will definitely put it together, and maybe we can bring in some of our friends like Andy with Warren to talk about a few things. And
I'd like to hear all about like the Warren overdrive we talked about. And then I'm wondering, actually, did Warren ever make like a PTO winch for this model? I know that they started with the electric and the Bellevue and M8000 or 6000 at the time, but maybe options for PTOs. Have you?
Well, they did have an option for a PTO with the Warren overdrive.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a whole other segment. And for that, we'd have to get Herm, the overdrive guy, on the phone. So to speak.
Hey, then I'm going to hit Andy up for his thoughts on which Warren winch I'm going to want to put on this when I'm done with it.
8274.
Well,
what are you talking about?
I love the
8274.
Well, I love the 8274. They actually used to have one. I had one of the original cable-operated Bellevues, cable brake.
Sure.
But I don't know. I was just thinking about the additional weight on it, and other stuff I'm going to have on the front here. So that was it. Yeah, but I mean, from an aesthetic side, of course, then the 8274 is probably one of the best winches ever made. They're amazing.
Absolutely.
So, okay, we'll see when I get there, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody. Chris, great to see you. Tracy, thanks for the help. And
absolutely.
we'll see you all next time on Gone Gpn.